So hello and welcome to another video. And so today we are going to do the chapter 1. So I purposefully didn't did the chapter 1 because I wanted to go to the technical details at first. So right now we are doing the chapter 1, and today is the first video on chapter 1. So let's go. Planning and pen test. So why the planning of pen testing is really important. This is actually the main cause why planning of pen testing is actually important. So the first thing you have to know, to get the permission, that you have the permission to hack a particular system, hack a particular device, or any other application. So you have to get the permission of written permission from the client who wants to do the pen test. So you have to get the written permission of it. Second thing, know how much work you have to do. Okay, don't do more than that. You have to understand one particular thing, that there are a lot of things to do. Okay, there are a lot of problems that can actually going to happen, and you have to watch out for what is the particular purpose or the thing the client wants you to do. Okay, like if the client wants you to do some work on maybe what can I say, traffic or something like that. Maybe they want to check their APIs are secure or not, or maybe they want to check their any other, you can say the APIs are checked or not. So you can only have to check the APIs. If you want to go to the website and search for any other things, like try to check accesses or any other objects, so that would be not good. Okay, so don't do that kind of work. That would be may considered as illegal, but yeah, you have to know what you need to do. Okay, so there are a lot of standards in pen testing. Basically, what are the methods? You already studied a lot of it. Okay, I just want to tell you that these are the things. Pre-engagement interactions means you have to sign the contract or any other thing. Then comes the intelligence gathering or the information gathering. I already covered it. Threat modeling means that is also covered in the intelligence gathering area. Then comes the vulnerability analysis. I already covered that too. Like in the application security section. Exploitation, recently worked on that. Then comes the post exploitation, and then comes the reporting. The reporting would be the last thing after this particular video. So the pen testing sections: pre-engagement interactions, intelligence gathering, threat modeling, vulnerability analysis, exploitation, post-exploitation, and reporting. Importance of planning, because each section of a pen testing is important. Each step is important, so don't skip steps. Like you might miss an exploit, you might scope the text improperly. That you have to understand that particular thing. Okay, you have to do that particular thing in order to get what you want to get. Like you have to check for each section of the pen test. If you are doing the information gathering, you have to gather as much information as you need, and take more information rather than no information. Okay, that is also important. Then comes the lot of options in each step. So there will be a lot of option in each step. Like you can go either way, you can go other way. So you have to know which type of step will going to encounter you the best. Okay, each pen test often conduct differently. Okay, that is, you understand that. Like if you can if you are searching for an XSS vulnerability, but that particular application has the SQL vulnerability, so both are different, so both are going to conduct differently. So it is easy to waste time and effort. Okay, so experience help to avoid this. Get more experience, get more website test, so you can get a lot of experience and you can get the understanding of like, what can I say, the experience is all what that matters. Project management skills are also important here, because if you ever worked on project management skills, you will get the understanding of how to do the leadership part. Rules of engagement, basically know your audience target. who is sponsoring the pen test, and what is the purpose of the test. That is actually basic questions, like who is the client who approaching you. Okay, he's sponsoring the pen test. Sponsoring mean he will going to provide a lot of things, lot of budget that are going to conduct for the pen test, plus there will be money for what can I say, for the purpose of pen test, for the what you do as a pen test. Like what I wanted to say is that there will be, you have a bug suite, like I have a bug suite community edition. But if you are doing good pen testing, or doing something like that, so the client will going to provide you some sponsor for purchasing the premium version of bug suite, because they want you know better results from you. Okay, so that will be the sponsoring part. Okay, rules of engagement govern the pen tester activities: schedule, start, stop, temporal restriction, team composition, location, and access. Basically these are the things like a pen tester has to do in activities, like scheduling and other stuffs. Then comes the test scope, like technical and physical, what you need to go, like what kind of pen test you have to do. Like if you want to do a technical pen test, like you can actually just scan the website, get out the vulnerabilities, these are the all things. But if you want to do a physical pen testing, like if they want you to breach their security system, so that would be like a physical area. Personal also like comes under the social engineering and other stuffs, that would be like comes under the test scope, or the what kind of testing you need to do. Okay, and then comes the target limit. What are the limits that are going to happen in the rules of engagement? Like what are the limitations, like if they want you to do the pen test at the night, so you have to do the pen test at the night. Like some if you know that some of the websites are ordinarily used for the purpose of at the um, at afternoon, or at the morning. Like one example would be grow. Like if you have ever used grow or any stock marketing and a stock marketing application, or digital stock marketing application, then you will know that both those are the things actually work on the time of 9 to 3. So if they want you to test their application, test their pen testing application, then they want you to do it in night, probably because they don't want the user to interrogate or intimidate. So that is the thing. Risks of pen testing, like crashing devices and services, corrupting data, degrading performance, terms of service regulations, legislation violation. These are the risk. Always there will be a risk of crashing a device. You may damage a service. You can actually do something that will going to degrade the performance. Like I already told you about nmap. In nmap, if we send a lot of packets or something like that, then that will going to harm the system anyway. So these are the things can consider the risk. Okay, there will always be a chances of risk. Then comes the communication escalation path. Who to contact if things go wrong. Okay, like there will be a project manager or product manager whom you can contact for the purpose if something goes wrong. If you can contact them, so that would be a really helpful part, right? You have to contact and do that kind of thing, do that reporting to them, immediate reporting that is called. Like if you have a emergency situation, then you have to contact directly to the CEO or something like that, or the person you want to direct, like a product manager or kind of a manager who is the client for you. Okay, then comes this particular thought which we call PCI DSS, payment card industry data security standard. So there are actually a lot of standard, but most of the standard have to be conducted through this consideration. Okay, industry standard of security requirements for payment card processing. Okay, this is actually comes under this. And internal and external testing, like annually. Some of the actually security standards are actually there, but it is a long PDF. Maybe someday I will going to show you this. Let's go here, maybe it works or not. It's a long PDF, 40 or 50 page PDF, I guess. Yeah, 44. You can see a lot of things here. You will understand most of the things better if you want understanding of what you can do or what you can't. Okay, it's a standard. Okay, it's nothing more than that. Then comes the GDPR, or the General Data Protection Regulation. This is also a standard, but under the circumstances of European Union, if you are doing something pen testing in Europe, you have to consider this particular standard. Okay, obviously you can read about that. Resource and budgets, that is also one kind of thing, like what kind of things the client will going to provide, or is the test is going to be secret, like if they want the other their employees to know about that, or they don't want them to know about that. That is also kind of a thing, because if the employees know about that, they are going to be alert. But if they don't know about that, they are not going to be alert, and that would be an actual way, like that would be the way that should be done. The pen testing should be done. So that is I really prefer that to be secret, but that depends on the client, what the client wants. Comes the budget, I already talked about that. What is how much budget will this section test cost, if they are going to provide it or not, if they want to do this or that's also asking a question. Impact the result of testing, reporting vulnerabilities, remediation. Okay, these are the things, expectations from the from a pen tester. Like, what is the result, what is the reporting vulnerabilities, then comes the remediation, how can you actually remove that particular thing, if you have any idea how to secure the code. That is one kind of thing, one kind of expectation, or one kind of they want that. Okay, that is one kind of thing. That is the thing the client wants, basically. Disclaimers: point in time assessment only valid now. Okay, comprehensiveness, like enterprise and department. Okay, disclaimers also be considered by from the clients, I guess. Technical constraints, any technical limitation that reduce test scope, like if you are sending too much packets, so if that is actually they signed it or not. And like production components, if you are actually affecting the production, out of the device services, out of service devices, like if you want to access the physical limitations, legal scope, that is also important. Then comes the support resources. Okay, WSDL or WADL, web service application description language, or the XML file with lots of info about web service and application, interface requirements, input and output specs. What is this thing? Like, when the client wants to give you some of the description of their product or some any other application what they're creating or using, you have to know one particular thing, that they will going to show you what can I say, some of their already driven resources, like they want to talk with the developers, if they want to secure the code, and other stuffs, like these are the things: web service application description language, what are the things they used in web, what are the code, what are the source codes, like that is also kind of work done when you are doing like securing the system. SOAP project file also one kind of thing. SOAP project files are basically some of the things are actually used by the developers in the development environment, not in not exposed in public. These are the things WSDL, WADL or SDL, what can I say, what you can say. These are the things actually visible to the user, okay, visible to the persons who are using it. But the SOAP files are actually the background files, some of the files that are actually used by the developers to create that particular solution. Like if you have ever created a particular application, you will know that some of the things are actually the developer use for the purpose of creating a solution that are going to work on that. Like I can give you a particular example. Like when I was creating an application for a searching purpose. Like I search about it, and I search about a particular problem, and the algorithm behind it will going to create a solution for it and going to suggest a particular word. What can I say? Like if I search about like I have a problem in my stomach. So the answer from that searching machine will be, what kind of doctor I should visit. Like, okay, so that is kind of a thing. But in order to implement that technology into a website, I have to know the prototype of it. So the SOAP project file are actually the prototype of that kind of problem. Also comes the SDK documentation. Like you have to know basically what the supporting resources mean, that you have to know the technical knowledge, like how the website or how the application you are going to pen test are working. Okay, that is the thing. Swagger document, like popular open source framework for developing REST services. REST is a lightweight API. If you ever done the API creation or something like that, you will know what REST is. So you have to get information from the applications that are actually using it. Okay, so that is the whole thing. XSD also one kind of thing, like schema definition, sample application request, like well-formed request generally used in web services, useful when testing web applications for all types. Like application I already talked about. Architectural diagrams, like types of networks or connected devices, or the networking which they done, the network segmentation network. These are the things you have to know, the internal work you have to know about that. So this is for today. I'm going to cover the other stuff from tomorrow and the legal groundwork. So that's it. I'm going to make also video. I want to declare one kind of thing. I'm going to make another video on my August goal or something like that. Maybe I haven't thought about that. Like I was doing just doing stuff, so I didn't thought about that. Maybe I will make a video on it. Otherwise, I'm not going to make a video on it. If I just completed the Comptia Pentest Plus series, then I'm not going to make a video on it. I'm going to do something else. I'm going to start doing something else, and then I'm going to talk about it. So this is it for today. Going to meet you tomorrow again.